All right, Leo. So, current desires for the month of September. We have the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. So, Four of Pentacles, what this tells me is that security is at the forefront for many Leos. And on the surface, this is about economic, financial, material security. So, I feel that, maybe a lot of you I know are coming off a birthday. Happy belated birthday, by the way. And maybe now, in the month of September now, you're ready, you're re-inspired, you're reinvigorated, you had a great birthday, good celebrations, and you're ready to, hunker down and start focusing on this year's goals and dreams. So I do feel that finances and your money is going to be important in the month of September. It's kind of like, okay, I've had fun, I've done lots of playing, but now I got to get serious. I've got big plans, big dreams. And, there's not, we just want to get to it. For some of you, you might be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, because it is a pentacle. So I feel like for a lot of you Leos, you've done a lot of soul searching in the last few months and you've learned more about yourself. It's been kind of like things have just kind of come together. And this is about you knowing what's going to make you happy, Leo, not only now in the moment, but in the long run, in the long term. And it's about stability for you. You want lasting relationships, lasting, success. This is about something that's steady and secure. And the beautiful part about this is that you're willing to work for it. You're willing to put in the effort. You know that it's not going to just be handed to you on a silver platter. That this is something that you want to start putting forth that effort. And whatever you're working on is at the core level, it's going to bring you a deep level of inner satisfaction and fulfillment. And it's really about inner security. And so security being financial, emotional, spiritual, that's kind of what you're looking at. And that's the bigger picture now that I feel that many of you are going to be focusing on starting in the month of September. Okay, so Leo, your current values, what you're identifying with, the types of people and situations you're attracting for the month of September. We have the Chariot. Very awesome card. The Chariot is all about dynamic action. And like I said, because of the inspiration and the insight and the self-awareness that you have gained through these last few months, there's a lot of potential new energy for you. There's huge, actually. As you can see, the Chariot is fiery, powerful, it's charging, it's moving forward. It's about seeing the different polarities, the different energies, and deciding, Leo, where you're going to go next. That you are the commander, that you are in charge, that you have the authority, and that this is your dominion, and that you're going to charge and move forward in whatever direction this looks like for you. This is also about you taking action immediately. So I don't feel that you're going to, be sitting around twiddling your thumbs in the month of September. You're going to be out doing. It's also just a great time for you. It's kind of like that Indian summer, and there's a lot of inspiration and creativity and fire brewing within you. And so it's a great time to, once you have these new ideas that you're ready to work on, or it could be something that you're currently already doing, but maybe you took a little bit of a break. Now is a great time to push forward. The other thing about this card is that it's about more potential. This isn't necessarily about everything being actualized and manifested. This is like the potential, Leo, is here for you. So it's like you are the artist, you are the creative, director behind the masterpiece, and it's about you deciding, Leo, what are you going to do with all of these options, with all of these different energies, with all of the tools in your tool belt and what you have learned. How are you going to command this? How are you going to take charge? How are you going to rein things in? And so this is definitely going to be testing your manager skills, your organizing skills. There's huge potential to be triumphant in your goals and dreams, but as you know, it's going to require a lot of effort. It's not going to just come overnight, and that might be the challenge, is the patience. It's going to require discipline, self-discipline. But if you do that with your fire and your passion and your leadership and authority and creativity and will and magnetism, you are assured a victory as long as you continue to persevere. There still could be a little inner conflict here whenever you have the Chariot. It is about having to really rein in all of our desires. So anything that is not aligning with what we truly say we want, it's about recognizing that and kind of keeping things in line. So you still might be dealing with that a little bit in the month of September, where, for example, you know that you really want to be disciplined, get up, go to the gym every morning, but you know, your friend or your roommate or your husband or partner or whatever says, hey, no, let's just go play, or let's just go out to eat. And there's a temptation to just still indulge and have fun. But there's a part of you that's like, no, I know what I want. I've got to stay focused. I got to get this under control. So there's going to be still maybe for some of you a little temptation to kind of have to rein in the different energies. Okay, so the potential challenge, illusion, doubt, or even possible distraction. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So you do have two strong earth signs. So this could be a particular person, like I said, in a relationship, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or it could be, whenever I see the pentacles and it's an ace, it's a new beginning, and the earth signs are all about being patient and slow and steady wins the race. It's not about the sprint, it's about the marathon. So this could be about just being patient with all your new projects, all of your new ideas, all of your new inspiration, or even the things that you've been currently working on, to know that you have accomplished a lot, but you're going to have to be patient. This card does represent healing and health and recovery from illness. So for some of you, there could be, you know, a medical issue that you've been dealing with, or something on a physical level where you're really having to be patient and, you know, follow the procedures to get back on track. But this card, mainly Leo, is about healing. And so maybe for some of you in the month of September, there's a deeper level that is trying to help you get to your goals and dreams. And sometimes healing can come in all different types of, you know, sizes, shapes, colors, and forms. This could be emotional healing. It could be spiritual healing. It could be psychological. It could be financial. There's a need for healing in some area, you know, in the month of September, in one way or the other. And so if this is the case, and if it slows your progress, or, you know, if you'd much rather be up, busy, working, doing this or that, if this is, you know, what the universe is having you do to rest and recover and take care of yourself, you know, just embrace that and don't fight it, and know that, you know, this is part of the journey, and that you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to relax. And in fact, it's important for you. I mean, Leos are go-getters, and you are a fire sign. And so sometimes you forget maybe to slow down. And so maybe that's a temptation, because you do have the Chariot, and the Chariot's kind of like full steam ahead. So maybe when your body and something else is saying, hey, I need time to recover and to rest and to recoup, the challenge is not to listen to that. But, you know, listening to your body and allowing yourself rest and recovery is going to be important for you when necessary as you pursue your goals and dreams. Okay, so the path to your fulfillment, Leo. We have the beautiful card of the Star. I love this card. This is about optimism. And honestly, you are blessed with a natural sense of optimism and a fighting spirit that does not give up, and that, you know, always sees the bright side. So what I'm getting is that whatever this month holds for you, I feel that you know what you want. You're kind of more connected, you know, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. And you're like, okay, you know, I've turned a new chapter, and I'm ready. You know, I know who I am, and I know what I want in this world. And sometimes when we live our true, authentic inner truth, there's battles. There's battles to be fought. We have to fight to be who we truly are. And the rewards are very worth it. But instead of just going with the grain or going with the flow and doing what everyone else thinks you can, wants you to do, yeah, that's easy because it's like everybody just, you don't have to really deal with your own issues. But what I feel is that this month, you guys are really going to start putting things in place for your own inner fulfillment and happiness. And there could be some challenges, whether these are internal, physical, or put on you by the outside world. And so the universe is saying, stay optimistic, Leo. Like, know that there's a huge shining star that you are chasing, that you focus on your goal, focus on your dream. That's what you're shooting for. Don't give up. Refuse to give up. Even if something's trying to push you down or discourage you or, like rain on your parade, don't allow that to happen. Even when you're faced with any type of obstacle, this is just a reminder that faith can move mountains. And Leo, you know this. So if something's trying to dull your sparkle, refuse to allow that to happen. This is about hope. And this is also a very healing card. This is a healing energy. So I do have to say that there could be a physical ailment for some of you. But like I said, it could be health. There's so many different areas that we're talking about here. But this is a card about healing and knowing that, God, light, love, healing, your own strength. You can heal. You can heal anything. It's available to you. The resources are there. This is also about believing that better times are always ahead. And it's about believing in God, in yourself, in the goodness of the universe, and light and love. And that can really conquer all things. So the path to your fulfillment, Leo, is about kind of finding this harmonious place. Like you can see this woman here sitting on a flower petal. I would love to sit on a flower petal if one was big enough for me. The actions for you to take are where you feel like home, where you feel that Zen-like energy. And that's going to be different for everyone. Maybe it's you just taking, a bubble bath one night, or going out to dinner, or, that place where you can really get in that peaceful, tranquil state of mind, and to make sure that you're balancing your energies. There's a need for balance. And believing and knowing that if you have any setbacks relating to your goals and dreams, that better things are destined for you. And I do believe that Leo does have that sense of pride and optimism. And the universe is saying, keep that up. That's what you're meant to be. That's, you're meant to shine and sparkle and to believe in that way. Okay, so the right attitude for yourself and others. We have the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card is actually about the law of attraction. And so, I'm strongly getting that you're very powerful this month, Leo. Like your energy, your frequency, your vibration is attracting things, whether you know it or not. The people, the relationships, the jobs, the finances, the health, the opportunities. You have a powerful radio frequency going on, and use this to your advantage, especially in this month. So the attitude for you to have when you're relating to yourself and to others is utilizing the law of attraction, having that sense of knowledge that it's working for you, believing that, not even just believing it, but knowing it. And that when you desire the things that you're desiring, that you have that faith and that belief that you are attracting what you want. You are attracting the right people, the right emotions, the right situations, and really having that confidence that you're on the right path to keep up the good work. This is about human love and relationships. So I do feel that that's going to be important for you in the month of September. About maybe you'll be making new connections, or maybe just improving your current relationships, bringing more harmony and more love and more romance. And it's also about balancing the energies. This is about things really starting to work out and coming together. And it can even represent a male and a female union. I would even say twin flame. It's a positive energy. So I do feel that in the month of September, relationships are going to be a great opportunity for you. You're going to have a lot of power at your disposal, and to confidently use it to your advantage, and, have no shame and no doubt in that, because you have the Chariot, the Star, and the Lovers, the law of attraction at your disposal. Okay, so the outcome, very interesting. So you do have several major arcanas in the month of September. I do think it's going to be a powerful month for you. This is about transformation. This is about change. And what I think is happening for you, Leo, is, like I said, you're knowing yourself even stronger, even more, maybe than you have before. Maybe you thought before you knew yourself, you knew what you wanted, you knew what you desired. But now it's like it's raising up a notch. And because of this, because of all this energy and action that's happening for you, you're going to realize that there's going to be certain things that need to change, certain mindsets, certain habits. And I feel like you're going to be okay with that. You're going to realize that this is part of the process to get to that security and to those long-term goals that you're looking for. This is also about you recognizing is if someone or something is no longer serving your highest good and intention, desiring to attract new thoughts, new patterns, new people, new situations that are going to resonate more with what you're looking to accomplish. And I feel that you're going to have more awareness of what is really aiding you and what is really hurting you. This is about endings, Leo. But this isn't bad. Okay, this is actually positive in my opinion, because some of these things, relationships, people, habits, patterns, ways of thinking, they weren't serving you. They weren't serving your true highest desires. And so just try to remain open and to trust that if a relationship or a job or, something does end in the month of September, that there's a reason for it. It's for your highest good or learning on some level. And the message is to not fear the change. And, the longer that we hold on to the old, it can delay progress or it can prevent missed opportunities. And so it's like there's this beautiful new butterfly that's trying to emerge, these beautiful wings that are ready to soar and shine bright with their beautiful orange, artistic fluttering wings. And this is what wants to break free and manifest. But if the old self is kind of stuck in the cocoon in the dark, it's like, no, let go, be free. And something beautiful is going to come of it.